Think of 3 words that you want to embody. Maybe it's not going to happen overnight, but anytime you doubt yourself, anytime you limit yourself, you say your contract back to you. You can internalize it, you can write it down, but the more you rewire the makeup within your mind, rewriting the story of the past, just saying, I'm overcoming these things. I'm becoming more. And look how much farther I've come from where I once was. I am these things. You're creating a contract with you. And once you believe and start to speak that into existence, beautiful things start to happen. So write down this spiritual identity contract for yourself and who you want to become in all areas of life, but also financially. Number 6, let go to receive more. Money is energy, and money amplifies who you are. So if you are a stingy, selfish person, now when you make more money, you're going to become more of that stingy, selfish person. If you're a generous, kind, joyful person, now you're going to amplify that energy into the world when you have more money as well. Whoever you are, whatever's inside of you, more of that is amplified when you have money. So again, going back to that Wayne Dyer quote of the orange, whatever's inside of you, whatever you squeeze out of you, that comes out of you because that's what's inside of you. So when you hold on too tightly out of fear, it stops the flow of abundance. Don't hold on to it. Don't hoard your money. Don't hold on to it too tightly, because when you're holding on tightly to anything, it doesn't allow you to open your hands and receive more. And when you're holding on to it too tightly, you can't be generous because you're not letting go. So we need to allow the circulation of money and opportunities to come to us, but also have it with an open hand and say, okay, where do you want to go? Some of you can go here. Some of this can go here. I'm going to keep some of you to invest. It's going to grow and help my future self continue to grow, but allow it to be a flow. Say, thank you for coming. If you want to go right now, okay. If you want to stay with me, great, thanks. Because I know more is going to keep coming and I'm going to keep being generous. It's this feeling of flow, this feeling of energetic flow where you don't want to hold on to it too tightly out of fear that you're going to lose it. And when I was making a lot of money early on, I was afraid. I was like, I need to work harder. I was up all night working nonstop and I was afraid to lose it. And I just hoarded it. Again, I didn't have a car. I was living in a little apartment. I was taking like Greyhound buses. I was taking, middle seat, multiple connection flights because I just wanted to spend the cheapest amount I could to travel anywhere when I had a lot of money in the bank account. Now, I'm not saying you should overspend and overextend yourself, but if you're holding on to it so tightly, you're just hurting yourself and blocking that flow. And the 7th and final thing, speak wealth into existence. All the money everybody needs and wants is waiting there for them. And there's only one reason it's not in their lives. It's because they're stopping it from coming into their lives. That's a quote from Rhonda Byrne from The Secret. And I want you to stop saying, I'm broke, I can't afford it, I'm not good with money. And instead start saying, I'm learning to manage wealth. I'm learning to understand money more effortlessly. Money flows to me easily. I'm building my financial know-how. I'm excited to continue to learn the things that I don't understand. Instead of, I don't get this, it's just so hard to understand. I'm excited to learn these things that most people struggle with, including my past self. I'm excited that I'm learning more and more every single day. Your language shapes your subconscious and your results in your life. I'm going to end with this story. When I was broke on my sister's couch, I found a mentor that I started working for. And I actually worked for this mentor. I worked out of a closet of the kitchen of where they were working in their office because they had no room. And they put me in the closet. They literally cleared out the cleaning supplies in the closet, put a little chair and a little desk. It had like a little thing off the wall. And I was doing phone calls and on my computer in there. And people would walk behind me to get into the kitchen and grab the food. So I was like in the way of the flow of people walking in the kitchen. And I worked out of a closet. I was happy to be there. I was happy to have an opportunity to learn, to work, to add value. I'm not complaining about the closet. But after about 6 months of working really hard and I was trying to build my own thing, I was interning for him. We would go on walks every week and I would just ask him questions because part of my payment was I could just go on a walk with him once a week, ask him questions, and get coached and mentored by him when he had free time. And I was like, I'm in, let's do it. So we go on walks and I'd ask him all these questions. And after about 6 months of this, he was like, how are things going? I go, man, it's hard. I still broke. I have no money. I'm working hard. I'm trying to develop skills. I'm trying to do all these things, but it's just, I'm not making any money. 6 months, like, it's just not working. And he goes, money comes to you when you're ready for it. His name's Chris Hawker. He said, money comes to you when you're ready for it. And I'm walking down the street with him and I go, I feel pretty ready for money right now. Like, I feel I'm pretty broke. I mean, like, give me some money or money comes to me, I'm going to be pretty ready for it. And he just kept saying, money comes to you when you're ready for it. And I didn't understand what he meant until about 1.5 years, 2 years later, because I started to make some money 1.5 years, 2 years later. And once I started to unlock the money switch, it started to really turn on and I was able to like generate pretty quickly. It took a while to figure out, but once I unlocked it, it was like, it's like I know Kung Fu from the Matrix. It was like, I know how to make money. It was like, it finally downloaded. It was like, oh, this is what you need to do? I'm just going to do this every day. And I was like, Neo from the Matrix, I know Kung Fu. But and I reflected back 1.5 years, 2 years before then, and I was like, money comes to you when you're ready for it. I was like, gosh, dang it, he was right. I didn't like to hear that because I just wanted someone to give me money, but I would have blown it because I wasn't ready for it. I would have spent it, not invested it. I would have blown through it all and been back to zero pretty quickly because I didn't learn the emotional, psychological, or financial tools that I needed to create more of it. And it wasn't until I was ready to receive it, that's when it started to unlock. And then I started to make more and more and more. And the thing is, once you unlock the money switch, there's new levels of learning around money. And you might be able to take it to a certain level until you feel a block. And you go back to a new limiting belief that is holding you at this certain level of financial success and opportunity. And then you're going to be maybe stuck there for a while saying, why am I not breaking through the next level of this financial growth? And then always have to go back to step 1 of this video. You have to go back to step 1, rewatch this, re-listen to this, take notes again, and go back to step 1. What in your mind is holding you back? What is limiting you at this level? What is the belief that you have that you can only be at this level and not break free to the next level? And it may not be, I need to make tons more money, but how can you create that inner peace with where you're at financially? Again, so if you go back to the start of this video, you rewatch this over and over again, you take notes and you apply this, and you apply the lessons from this video. And again, if you dive deeper in Make Money Easy in this book about understanding your money story, you're going to create freedom every time you feel blocked to create new opportunities in your life. And I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this, that the key is not, how do I have more right now? How do I make more right now? How do I become financially free right now? That's not the key. The key is to really set yourself up for a lifetime of financial freedom. But first, you need to create that inner freedom within you. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.